My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2. We are at the mountain's foot here on Chapter 4, our second run through of the game.
Heart still beats. Desire will never die.
We formed an amorous relationship with Glint in the Dark that's not going to be used, and Bolster, which will remove DOTs from Jazzy. We've also got a hopeful relationship between our tanks.
Unites the hopeful.
Howling End and Bellow each de-stress the other. Another hopeful relationship. For weird reconstruction and if it bleeds. And finally an amorous relationship, girding our party on each side with the Abyssal Artillery and Stand Fast, each removing DOTs from one another. Believe I am prepared for everything.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure and regret.
At some point, Jazzy is going to have to drop Dead of Night for Absinthe before the final fight, but that's just like right before we go into the very final fight. I want to alter any of mine here. I could see a world where Crow's Feet seem an appropriate thing here. Same with the Pyrotechnic Dazzler, because that's a contraption. I might get more of those. Anything that I might get more of in terms of the contraptions, I should probably keep. Actually, let's go there, and Smoke Soak Linen for removing blindness on Eloise, who actually acts at the end of the round. So that should be on someone who acts relatively early on. Occultist, you don't give additional healing right now. Your healing skills give additional healing, but only if you had a different trinket would you be giving additional healing with a healing salve as well, so that's our swap. Heal at the end of the turn, remove debuffs at the start. Seems appropriate. Icon's really huttering and juttering along here. I feel like when I leave this game open for long enough, the performance tanks. Just a strangeness I've noticed. Honestly, probably one of the least threatening. You managed to blind him. He'll just unblind himself at the start of his turn. Huge regen on the Deacon. Obviously no reason to try and strike them instead then. Really helps to justify me just using toe-to-toe to move forward. Especially because now I can follow up with a Poison Dart.
Stupendous.
Wow, they resisted our Blight, but we still got 5 Blight on them. Powerful resist. I'm gonna command Eloise to not be blind and instead attack with extra damage, please.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
This artillery for no damage. Ooh, I'm immobilized, so I can't move. Which means I could just use another toe-to-toe to strike the altar directly if I wanted to. Or I could even use Howling End. I'm weakened this turn too. Howling End would be the way to guarantee that the altar doesn't get another turn after this. Wrong target, buddy. Come on, I know you're better at the game than that. Thinking it might be appropriate to op a defender here. Excellent. Start blighting up the cherub in the back line as well.
Strength dwindles.
Sundering Steel comes out for 2 stress and 4 damage. Hey, there we go. Actually reasonable Sky Slap damage. Cherub's also dead before it gets another move, so don't be too mad about that. Definitely seems like it's time to start just bleeding the Deacon out.
Cooperation is the key.
Gotta stand fast if I'm gonna be taking big hits like a Sundering Steel. And Dead of Night will help me start inflicting more light damage. Nice try, buddy. We can actually very easily deal with all of the stress that they've applied. Combo and double weaken seems appropriate. Yeah, 16 blight for 5 turns. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
A brilliant conclusion.
Let's bolster for some negative stress on the Man-at-Arms. Good gosh. You really want him stressed, don't you? That's unfortunate, because it will be kind of difficult to de-stress him. I'm gonna yell at you. Just really let you know my feelings on the subject. And yeah, I can de-stress LOEs with Howling End.
Master stroke.
Okay, I managed to get 1 more stress off before the end of the fight. Good enough for me.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
I get through 1 of my crow's feet as well. That's a bit unfortunate. I really wish I'd thrown both. So that I could just mill my combat items a bit faster.
Illusion, that was the world. Fragmented and undone.
Admittedly, it is very nice to be able to just pull them out of position on turn 1 consistently. But of course, that's when that was going to occur. When I said that it was good that I could do the thing. I'm going to set up for the long term. Glad we resisted all of the other ones, because that was a big blight. Turns commune, so I've got a bellow to remove the crit token. And I will.
Any being, however horrid, can be brought to heel.
Unfortunately, I'm short on damage to kill the Herald right now, so I've got to send some Sky Slaps out there to do it for me. Definitely time to roll bolster. It really didn't matter who I targeted with that. It was mostly for myself in the front line there as Eloise.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Blood Commune completely misses. Hollow Vessel follows up in suit.
A promising development.
No, I think I'm just going to continue slapping from the sky for a bit. Sets up another combo token. Love to see those. Rude resistance. How dare you, etc. Standing fast removes the debuffs, the DOTs rather on bombs. Target will bleed its way down to death's door, get one more action before it ultimately dies next turn. Unfortunately, it's the Yawning Void, which is basically the best it could have gotten in terms of effect per pound. Whoa! Never ready for the worship. I always forget the evangelists can do that. Can they only do that
Analysis is the natural prelude to action.
in Ravenous Reach? Nope. Nope, barely related. I can remove a lot of bleed from Eloise, but that's not going to be relevant at all. I'm going to use Demon's Ball. Failing to move targets out of position, alas.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Really needed to be able to deal just a little bit more damage there. Just to get him down to death's door before their turn. Give him a chance to roll against that death blow. Okay, I'm ready for a bolster here. Just removed any benefit I would be able to gain from the bolster. Oops. Sure, let's give an attack token to the next person to act, who really ought to kill the corpse.
Agony.
And now I can use my bolster here reasonably.
A breakthrough.
Beautiful. -2 stress, the enemy goes to death's door. Strike both of us. They do not manage to give us any additional stress though. And then toe-to-toe takes him out. Beauty! I thought we were gonna have another Exemplar?
The one pleasant in the extreme. This work is noble and necessary.
I'm gonna continue for a bit and see if I see another opportunity to fight over in the distance, because if I don't, then I really need to change things quite quickly. I don't see another fight there. I think I'm misremembering something. So because of that, I need to change a lot of my stuff now. So let's take the Thunderclap Grenade and the Smoke Bomb. And drop Dead of Night for Absinthe. Is there ever a time where I'm going to want Moms to move forward? Because if so, I could see putting Binding Shadows in here, just for the sake of that movement. No, I think not. Alright. Trudge onwards. To the end of the world.
The Nightmare Gate is revealed. Beyond, only infernal nihility and non-existence.
Ambition's reach forever exceeds its terrible grasp.
Okay, you've had an idea. Can I possibly dissuade you?
What can we learn upon closer inspection?
So, ideation applies on hit, combo, and random adjacent hero apparently is also supposed to get combo. At round end, they will convert all of their block plus tokens to strength tokens. When the target has combo, it ignores dodge, does 100% extra damage, and tries to stun the frontline target. Neat. In order to try and work through the enemy's tokens, I could use the vulnerability hex, but I could also just slap you with the abyssal, and those are virtually the same. In fact, Demon's Bull is also the same, and sets up a combo token on you. For the full party positioning, especially the 30% extra damage that I get on John, I definitely need to Shadow Fade. But do I Smoke Bomb early? I don't think I need to Smoke Bomb early. The Shadow Fade to the back. Setback is dodged. Yep, just if it bleeds. Gotta bleed that bad boy. And I will roll Defender on the target that has combo. I don't want them to get hit. Setback is dodged again, but even if it hit, it wouldn't do anything, so I won't be too mad about it. Definitely time for darts.
A slow dissection.
Mind Life at 3 turns, seems good.
An unavoidable end.
Oh no, what a huge setback! I've taken 8 damage and I don't know if I can withstand it anymore! Stand fast would be a good way to remove that, but also not necessary. I'm gonna bellow at you. No, I've got to save my bellows for later. I'll stand fast. There you go, setback again. Ooh, they're gonna do 100% extra damage to us now. I'm quaking in my little booties. Bleeding Blight's enough, transforms the enemy during that phase. And now you are the Ravenous Reach. At turn end, you convert dodge into crit tokens, so I gotta make sure I remove those. You've got Precise Intent for striking both of the backliners and both of the frontliners. Teardown also strikes all of us and applies bleed, so maybe I should have been a little bit more wary about that. Let's definitely try and debuff you, what with your 20% debuff resistance. I'd love to be able to blight you, but unfortunately, you have really high blight resistance. I'd still manage to. 9/3. Contempt. You're next. For what? Oh, you throwing me a party? Oh, they got 2 dodge tokens on them. Don't like that. Do not like that. I could bellow to try and remove them, but I could also bellow to remove the crit tokens in the next turn, so I think I'll probably err that way. If I stress out too much, I'm going to lose all of my health very quickly, so it feels like rolling a bolster at this point seems appropriate. Weakening curse. No crit view. I knew I had some way of dealing with that. Alright. Don't need to stand fast again. Try and make sure I defend Moms the Occultist. Precise Intent comes out against our front line. Has hit some debuffs. Bleed duration received is increased this battle. I really wish I'd put the bandages on us. Knowing now what I know now.
A brilliant conclusion.
Yeah, they still resist despite that crit. That would have been really nice if we'd managed. Alas. Enemy dodges, but no crit tokens for you. Eloise removes 12 by 4 bleed, courtesy of this Abyssal Artillery. Relationships. Roll out if it bleeds for minimum damage and no bleed. Certainly one of the worst parts of the fight. I'm going to use Smoke Bomb and second Poison Dart.
Empowered. Emboldened.
I'm going to bolster to remove 2 dodge token, sorry, 2 vulnerable tokens, as well as 2 stress.
The slow suffering begins.
Oh no, the enemy's got a crit token. I'm going to have to remove both of those. How dare you? Did you ask me if you can have a crit token? I would have said yes, but because you didn't ask, now the answer is no. I'm gonna roll a preemptive healing salve on myself. Yeah, I'm gonna yell at the enemy. Remove a dodge token. I want my other characters to be able to hit the enemy.
A slow dissection.
We managed to there. Precise Intent has changed. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I can't crit you a second turn in a row, though. I can, however, use Abyssal Artillery in order to remove a significant amount of bleed on Eloise and take the enemy out. So, seems relevant. They cast Rumination across our party. Unfortunately, utilizing a crit token immediately. Rude.
I think it's totally appropriate to use the Howling End now. Get punched back for a minimal of damage. Yeah, it matters more on our backliner, unfortunately.
Stress off this party, though. They go for a last grasp. It's a lot of damage against the vulnerability. Last grasp deals 100% of the target's remaining bleed as target damage. Good. So I'm glad I removed the other bleed before that. And do you have any transformation?
Observe the subject carefully, and you will discover its weaknesses.
There's the rumination. Only managed to bleed one of us. Annoyingly.
Darkness encroaches.
Still need to do the damage.
Inexorable.
Standfast would remove a combo token on myself, but it may not be especially useful. Moms. Actually, I could remove a combo token for myself and remove all of the bleed from Moms. Unfortunately, guarding is not especially effective when the enemy hits everyone at the same time, because the guard would not actually prevent anything in that instance. Adrenaline rush for some HP. Now I can actually finally bellow in order to remove riposte,
Collaboration confers advantage.
which is what I wanted to be able to do the entire time, but unfortunately our Jazzy was super slow. Oh, huge. 26 blank for 5 turns. Oh boy. I mean, removing damage from them doesn't really help us at all. I'm gonna get units off of Death's Door.
The slow suffering begins.
There's the rumination. Jazzy is tested and melts down. I mean, look, I could use Absinthe. Realistically, though, I'm best served by using Poison Dart. I'm gonna use Bolster, remove the negative strength for maximum damage on John. This can't shuffle. This can't stun. But it counts as an attack, so it gives us 8 HP back. Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna bleed the heck out of you.
This is no
Oh
time to
no!
falter.
Oh no, we're all on death's door! Oh no! And now... No? What? I could have sworn the enemy was going to instantly die. I guess they haven't taken their turn yet.
Fellowship forged through toil. The fiend's strength dwindles.
Oh, it
You
absolutely
to
does.
abandon everything you had for everything you wanted. Success, so long pursued, is rewarded only with creeping revelation.
Grand. I did want as many candles of hope as I could possibly bring back, and 103 certainly seems it. I believe that's also probably the final time that I'm going to face any boss that is not
An
the
apocalypse that only we can oppose.
Chapter 5 boss body of work, as it appears to be the most fully featured chapter.
Wisdom will help you choose a path. Resourcefulness will ensure you survive it.
I think the next thing I need to
These
do...
are beaten, broken souls. And yet our fortunes ride with them.
is to complete the unlocks of those who I am going to continue using. I know that I need to still use the Occultist and Leper going forward.
To recall a thing is to make it real once more.
I could finish my in-item unlock, and in fact I will.
Every twinkling recollection is another implement at our disposal.
That's super cool. Roast pig. -2 stress to the entire party. A positive relationship buff between every hero pair, so that's 7 different combinations? 6 different combinations? 1 with 3, 2, 1. Yep, 6 different combinations. Can be used in addition to normal food as well. Sick. Let's get like 3 or 4
A
trinkets.
welcome advancement in the science of survival.
Wow. That makes a really good case for the runaway, doesn't it? Sacred Scribblings, +2 burn duration dealt. At turn start, if your speed is low, runaway speed never is low. Gain vulnerability 10% of the time.
A drop of sanity in a sea of madness.
Temptation. At turn start, extra action or 1 damage, -100% to death blow resistance. You gotta be sure you're not gonna get on death's door in order to utilize that. 2 more trinkets. Bone Mallet. Apply on crit if the flame is low, daze, not stun, sorry, but if the target has stun, plus 50% damage.
New instruments will help us diagnose the world's affliction and overcome it.
The Appalling Apron. At turn start, if you are bleeding, blighted, or burning, gain 2 regen. At turn end, remove the bleed, blight, burn. If a restorative item is equipped, plus 25% to healing given. And then as a flat thing, -50% healing received from skills. Oh, I really, really, really just want to put that on a backliner. -50% healing received from skills. Interesting. I'm going to take 1 more trinket. Nautical Compass. At turn end, gain either block, crit, dodge, strength, or 1 stress. A bone saw is a serrated weapon. Ooh, serrated weapon combat item. That is a lot of boxes it's ticking right there. From position 1 to the enemy position 1. Does damage, crit, and also a big bleed. A triage kit for heal 75% on 1 target. Neat. Take 1 more combat item. Wilbur's Flag. It was sad not to see Wilbur yet. From the back 2 positions to the enemy's front 2 positions, it adds combo and sets up vulnerability. Yeah, that's Wilbur's Flag, alright.
Spare a thought for tools of iron. Such implements will serve us well.
I mean, I believe it'd be realistic for me to end up using the Plague Doctor in the next run. Storage room key, target from ounce of prevention target skills. Ooh, interesting. Set up a block token on everyone, as well as Emboldening Vapors sets up 2 regen. That's 2 regen for 3 turns as well, so that's 6 health. And Battlefield Medicine is -50% to healing given. Physician is a different path. For blind skills and bleed skills do less damage, so this is a no damage path for the Plague Doctor. Disorienting Blast has extra stun resistance piercing, and Ounce of Prevention has stress resistance as well. Emboldening Vapors gives a strength token, and Disorienting Blast gives vulnerability. So yes, much more of a management of the enemy party kind of build right there. Stiff Drink for the Grave Robber, pick to the face, does 50% extra damage at turn start, convert stealth to crit, 80% chance to do that. At turn end, convert speed to daze. Woof. Night Sworn is the Shadows, my favorite cloak. Stealth-orientated role with more potent movement skills. So lunge and pirouette are both affected by this, and they get extra damage when the self is stealth. That's 50% extra damage, that's a lot. And negative 20% to max HP. You know what? I feel like I probably do end up taking the runaway, so sturdiness, extra burn resist, extra death blow resist, and then finally the tar-filled Calambre is your signature in item. I'll cover myself with this. Mind the Fumes. If stealth, +3 blight, +3 burn dealt, and if stealth, +3 burn received.
She will teach others to survive in scarcity, and through her, abundance will bloom from lifeless debris.
I'm also just gonna get the final skills of the Bounty Hunter. And there's also a new trinket, which apparently only the Bounty Hunter can use? Well, I hope that he comes with it equipped then. Gain on killing blow, +3% damage until next end, eventual kill list. That's cool, but how often do you get to use it? Anyway, Crime Lord's Maulers, +50% to resistance piercing if the target has combo, +20% damage if they have stun crit. Cool. And Bodyguard gives a defending ability to the Bounty Hunter there. With 34 more, I can just fully unlock one of these paths. So I think I'll fully unlock the Grave Robber, the Plague Doctor here. So there's the Storage Room Key, the Physician we mentioned previously, Sturdiness and Resolution we mentioned previously for the Runaways stat bonuses, and then Experimental Remedy. Just a little something I've been working on. The party is affected by this. Chance of 50% chance to 100% heal, 25% chance to remove a disease, and a 25% chance to remove a quirk. Negative quirk specifically as well.
The world's wounded have much to teach. She will study them and work tirelessly to treat their trauma.
For the moment, though. My name is Rhapsody, and the name game has been Darkest Dungeon 2. This is the setup for our Chapter 5 run that we're going to be beginning in the next episode. Until then, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time. Oh, a special thanks this episode to Eloise as well for supporting on the patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the thank tier. See you next time.